Welcome to BAKTalk.
BAKTalk episode 6. We back.
We back.
Got Rhea Ban right here. Got K.
I see Rich.
K, you can go ahead and say something. You look ready to mingle.
I'm sorry. I'm still kind of stuck because C. Rich had some opinions about, the classic album that dropped yesterday, and I'm just feeling my feelings. We ain't got to talk about it right now, but I'm just sorry. I'm not out here right now.
It's all good.
We'll get to an album review eventually, but Hove, 444.
That was the name of the album?
That was the name of the album.
I don't even know the name, bro. Don't ask me about it. All right, let's go.
Please don't stop listening to us because he's not in tune.
Let's get it.
All right, episode 6.
Yeah. Episode 6. The topic of the day is one of the topics is actually
let's go.
why doesn't dating work in this generation?
You had all that?
I mean, I had the majority of it.
Are you tripping, bro? I know you ain't going nowhere tonight, man. Dang, I'm good. I'm passing over here. I gotta drive.
You straight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Dating. I know, right? Once again, dating in 2017 in this generation, does it work? C. Rich.
Hey, this right up my
C. Rich has a lot to say on this topic, but
I'm the only one at the table that can speak really on this right now.
I can speak on this.
He can speak. We all can speak.
I mean,
past experiences
right,
now.
Exactly.
You go ahead, young girl.
No, I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Nah, I want to wait to see.
I mean, we would love to hear Kay's take on it, but we're gonna.
Well, you're always gonna hear my take, but I'm gonna pass it to C. Rich.
Oh my God!
Since he all in love and stuff, I want to know.
See, tread lightly because the situation has not come to a fall.
Hey man,
speak on what it is right now.
What's the question we asking?
Why doesn't dating work in 2017?
No, that wasn't the question.
Why does it
work?
It does.
Why? How?
I believe when it comes to dating, like me, with my mindset, like it takes two people to make a relationship work. A lot of people, look, hold on now. Hold on. What you looking at? Y'all hearing shit? All right, well, go ahead. All right. But, it takes two people to make a relationship work and everything. Like, it has to be equal. Y'all have to be equally yoked in a relationship. And
equally yoked?
And it can't be, one person is, on this end where they not, like, 1 foot in, 1 foot out situation. And, they have to both be in a relationship together, and at the end of the day, you got to be able to, accept each other's faults. And, if they can't accept it, then try to, change it. Because, at the end of the day, you're going to be with them the rest of their life,
Right.
Wait, are we?
That's if,
I feel like
if
you get in a relationship, you should be thinking, like, long term.
Wait, okay, so pause. This brings up a great point. Every person that you get into a quote-unquote serious relationship with, you should be looking at for life potential?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. But
you talking about a serious relationship.
At the end of the day, you got to be selective with that. I feel like you shouldn't be out here dating that many people in the first place. You talking to people.
Why
real
not?
shit. But every person shouldn't get to a dating stage. Like, it should be...
So what's the difference between dating and talking?
Talking is just like...
Communicating.
Serious
is
part of dating, but talking is just communicating. Y'all chilling, going out, hanging out.
So you can date a lot of people.
That's your go-to.
Yeah, but a lot of people feel like that's dating though. So
that's not. That's the problem with this generation, bro. It's not.
I feel like that's the problem with y'all generation.
Well, my generation, okay,
because
yeah.
y'all don't really know the difference
that
between talking and dating anyway.
That's what I'm saying. It was sons, of course. You supposed to have that.
Do not disturb.
Y'all know I'm the busiest of the crew.
Okay.
So let's
moving on.
Let's stop. Stop.
But like I was saying, like
what's the difference between dating, serious, and talking? Because you said 3 different levels.
Okay. So dating. Let me start off with talking. Mm-hmm. Talking is the pre-stage normally.
Right.
People talk, y'all kicking this. Right. That's your go-to.
Wait,
like,
do you have sex with people you talk to?
Yeah, people do now. They have sex with people they don't talk to.
Yeah, exactly. So,
it don't really matter. But it's like, at the end of the day, like, when you talking to somebody, you getting to know them, like, y'all cooling it, Ain't really nothing said. Like, it's not like y'all agree, like, we only talking to each other, or, we just looking, for nothing else. But then, like, when you get to dating is more serious. Dating is for long term. What you laughing
Okay,
at?
so
Over here laughing. Disrespectful, bro. But
so
like,
what's talking?
see, didn't I just say what talking?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
so what's
she
dating?
just
Ain't
said
even
talking.
listening. Ain't even
She ain't
listening.
listen. That's the problem with women right now.
Exactly.
Anyway,
they
but go
don't
ahead.
listen.
Continue,
They don't
brother. I was
listen.
listening,
Exactly.
brother. Go ahead.
Exactly.
You know what? Okay.
But yeah, when you're dating, it's more serious. Like you should be selective with who you date. Like you shouldn't be dating everybody because that's a lot of time and effort. You should look long term when you're dating. That's why you go through the talking stage to see if that's somebody that you want to be with.
So you just said, you made the statement, you shouldn't be dating a whole bunch of people. So you can
Yeah.
talk to a whole bunch of people, but you can't date a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, that's a dating
Okay,
is
so
different
let's
level.
go to the next level. What's the difference between dating somebody and not necessarily a serious relationship, but a relationship? Like, what's the difference?
I mean, when you're dating, you're in a relationship. Are you not?
Wait, so you going back on your word? I thought it was love.
I just said dating and talking. Did I not just
Yeah,
say
yeah, I
dating?
understand what
Dating
he's
and
saying.
talking.
So basically, he's saying like, without the commitment, without any level of commitment, or you just talking.
So that's the difference.
That's
That's
talking.
the
Commitment.
difference. And I agree with him. I feel like now, when people try to actually break up dating and relationships. Like,
Exactly.
I get where where you used to be like, well, if you're dating somebody, you just out and you having fun, which I feel like now they kind of
No,
equate
that's
to
just
talking.
more like that.
They kind of when they say talking, they mean like having
dating
fun.
is more
Oh, this
serious.
some
But when you be
2015
like dating,
shit.
yeah,
Okay.
when we used to be
Dating
like
is
that.
like
Sorry,
you
I'm the
looking-
old one. Gotcha. Okay.
So then, what is dating to you? Just talking.
Dating
having
is
fun?
open. Like it's talking is like you're not on my radar, but I communicate with you, or maybe you are on my
hell
radar.
What does talking mean? You not on my radar?
Exactly.
What is that? So you giving attention to somebody you don't give a fuck about?
That
Basically,
ain't what I said.
okay.
So
You say they're not on your radar though.
But they
So I
got
need you
your
to
eye.
break
I
that down.
misspoke.
Let her break
Okay,
it down.
Don't say I'm not. Okay, sorry. So not on my radar. So 3 levels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Level 1 is talking. That's like okay, something about you is Pete. This damn Hennessy has
This show is sponsored by Hennessy.
something about you has piqued my interest, but it's not categorized yet. I don't know if you just like, fuck buddy status. I don't know if you like, oh, he like for real long-term status. Like, we haven't really shifted you into a box yet. You just gave me enough for me to know, okay, let me see what's up. So that's talking because it's like right now we feeling it out, but it's the very lowest level of like feeling it out. Enough for us to talk. We may hang out, but maybe no sex. If it is sex, ain't nothing connected to it.
Okay.
And then the next level
It's dating.
for me, dating.
Okay.
So dating is, it may not be exclusive. And when I say exclusive, you may get exclusive perks. Like, you may be the only person that I like go to dinners with and like have Netflix and chill with. But I may have telephone conversations on the regular with other guys.
Bro, you
Whoa,
crazy as
this is
hell, bro. This was wrong with
disrespectful.
these folks, bro. What
I
generation
think
you in?
it's okay.
Damn, shit, that's your generation. That's my generation right there. That's what the hell we
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
But I
That's
think
what
you
they
get-
on.
I think you get caught up on words though, because I think most people, when they honest, that's what they're doing. Okay, let's think about it. Whatever the last chick is, okay, not the most recent, the one before her. Whatever the last chick is that you were dealing with, when y'all crossed over from like talking to dating, you
We ain't
can't
never
tell-
go to dating, but go ahead.
Well, that's some other shit. But what I'm saying is, like, usually there's a process of elimination. Like, you're not going to just go from, oh, she cool, she got a nice booty, like, she intellectual, and just jump someone, marry her.
No,
There's
it's
an
like
in-between.
stages. When you're talking, it progresses
Right, in
to
those
dating.
stages, you have the process of elimination. If you got chick A, B, and C, they already staggered. They have different levels of interest, right? That's a given. So to me, you can't tell me the moment that you get serious or more serious about chick A, chick B, and C just go poof beyond.
Yeah, like once you find the one that
Yeah.
fits you, that's it, bro. Like guys, when
Well,
they
let me
find
just
when they find that right one, bro, they drop all the rest of them. Like, it
But when
ain't-
you say drop, that may mean like you take it down a whole bunch of levels, but it ain't like completely cut off.
Right, I
No.
feel like no, bro. But
Look, I cut mine
She's
off.
right because
I know I'm
we
right.
anomalies, bro. We not
Right,
like,
you can't speak for
it's not-
everybody.
we can't
I'm
speak for
speaking
everybody.
on
The
some
average
broad
dude
shit.
is
Oh,
like
hell no. Yeah,
they
I know.
drop them, but they dropping them a few levels
they can
to
come
where
back
they
to
can,
them just in
yeah,
case it don't work out.
They the
But
just in
But
that's-
see,
cases.
I
The
don't
just
do
in
that. I
cases.
just drop them all. They be gone.
Oh,
I be
okay.
left with
Well,
nothing
that
when
is
the shit
a
don't work
beautiful
out.
thing, and
So,
I'm
you
glad
know,
That's
you
a
do
gift and a
that.
curse, though.
It is. It damn sure is, right?
Yeah.
Wait, how's it a gift and a Wait, what? Wait, how's that a gift and a curse? Don't do that. Don't do that.
So here's my thing. So talking is, I feel like talking.
Nuh-uh, you skipping my question. What's
What?
the gift and the curse?
The gift and the curse is that whenever I guess because we not unattractive dudes, no homo, but
Humble
we can
brag.
easily like pick back up where we left
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's
You mean
not-
be a player?
so-
Okay.
No. I'm saying like because whenever I'm in a situation, I've never been one to like entertain other people because I always get my attention to them.
Exactly.
Because my intention
So where's the curse?
My intention because we're not like the most dudes where it's like, okay, well, I stopped talking to her, so now I can just pick up the phone and talk to this person the very next day.
Exactly.
We got to start over
because we dropped them off completely.
Right.
So we lonely for a little bit until
Right. But
I'm
I'm to the point now where like I'm comfortable with myself to the point where I don't need like that's why I feel like most dudes who do that they have to be in a relationship anyway.
Right.
They always have to have some shit going on. I'm not at that point to where
they need that validation.
Yeah, I don't need that. But back to the main question. So talking, and that's not even really the main question. We were asking why doesn't it work in this generation?
But let's talk about it.
So basically, right now we're experiencing the after effects of social media. So that, and you don't squint your face right now. People can't squint in her face.
With it. Go ahead.
Nah, but right now because of social media, it's a lot different than when we were growing up with our parents.
Accessible.
Yeah, people are more accessible. If you have a relationship issue, you can go right to the internet and you get validation immediately. You got a bunch of niggas in your DM who only see you at your best moments because you only post your best moments.
They don't know what
what type of shit you be on. So if you have a girl who has an attitude issue, they're not showing that on.
Exactly. And if you got an F boy, they don't know that either.
And not only that, but not only that, if you have an attitude problem and you post that on social media, they look at it as like, your nigga ain't acting right.
Exactly.
So let me get that right for you.
Slide right in.
It's not the girl has a problem. It's like, okay, well
what's wrong with the
I'm not
dude?
gonna put it on the girl. I'm just saying we speaking in general because it could be dudes who want some fuck shit.
It's always been a cleanup woman or a cleanup dude. That's not new. They come quicker and you get more of them, but it's always somebody that'll pick up where you allegedly like falling off it.
But it's like back to that talking stage. It starts off with talking. Like everybody start off talking.
Right.
That's where you mingling around.
You trying to see
somebody. if this
like
could be.
Talking is getting to know somebody.
If this could be. But when you talking to somebody, I feel like you tell them like whether or not you're looking for something. If you're not, then that person will know. Okay, they're not looking for nothing serious. So we can just play.
Right.
Now they say, okay, I'm looking.
If only every dude was like you.
And then some dudes like me, they'll be like, like I'm looking for something serious. I want to see where this can go. I mean, it don't have to go to that far if you don't want it to, but if it does, I'm fine with that.
Right.
So then that's when you start shutting your folks down, your little females you was messing with, this and that.
You wish, Sean.
Hey, man.
Look, this is Sean.
Hey, a lot of these girls take.
This is the Rhea Ban guide for 2017 for all the fellas if you listening. Talking, that's the situation where you trying to get to know somebody. You trying to see if y'all will actually, if y'all compatible in any way.
Fill her out.
But I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, you filling her out.
I'm gonna say this though. On the talking part, a lot of people. This is how people get hurt when talking. Because a lot of people, when you're talking, look at this. Look, watch this.
Oh, let me spit that game.
You say you're talking to somebody, whatever, but it's like you getting all serious, like you slick catching feelings, like you catching feelings for them. But the problem with some people when it comes down to talking, they're not clear with each other on if they're still talking to somebody else.
But do you have to divulge that information?
I feel like it depends on the people.
Yeah,
some people don't.
I don't feel like you have to.
I don't think you're obligated.
I don't think you're
not
obligated
to. But
dating, yes.
But if you see, if you see me putting all this work. My dude,
we're gonna get to the dating part.
See, and that's why dudes don't do that shit. Because you sit there, put on this work in, and she got 2 or 3 other niggas she entertaining.
So
that's why it don't happen.
Once you get past the dating, once you get past the talking part, you get into dating. I feel like dating is the practice for a relationship.
Exactly.
Like for a long-term relationship, if you dated somebody, then it should be exclusive to where, okay, let me see what this person is about.
So dating should be exclusive as well.
Right. I feel like they should be exclusive at that point to find out if this is somebody I can fuck with long-term. And I feel like even in a dating part, that's like, okay, well, I don't want to overcommit. I feel like you should have a situation where you're exclusive. Maybe you don't stop talking to every dude that you... But I feel like at some point...
You dumb them down to give that person more attention.
You got to give that person your full-on attention.
Exactly.
You can still have conversation with people because you have relationship. Like, human nature. We have relationships with people where it's deeper than just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a friendship. It's a real friendship at a certain point.
But at the same time, these folks got to know what's real.
Right.
You can't be sitting here still giving them the same
if you got a male best friend... You dig? If you got a male best friend, ladies,
exactly, yeah,
you gotta
hey, man,
dwindle down on that shit.
We need to get on this.
You gotta dwindle down on that shit because I've been in situations with male best friends, and that ain't the business. It's really not. Go ahead, Kay. Go ahead. Speak on that, Kay. You have a male best friend.
No, let me ask this. How do you feel about your? How do you feel about the guy you dating having a female best friend?
See, the 2010 me will be like, it's cool because, she can't help because, but now the older me that know how slimy and grimy the average person is,
right?
I'm sorry, he can have her as a best friend, but we have to have established boundaries.
And not only that, Kay, it's not even just being grimy. Like, these people have a deep relationship. They've been through shit together.
Exactly.
No,
so they can have a relationship where it just may pop off.
And they more prone to, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's more prone to happen. It's not
even. It because the bond is established.
Right.
I completely get that. But I guess for me, I shouldn't have said grimy because everybody not out for your neck. But people are selfish.
Yeah.
And in a moment of vulnerability or just not even considering everybody, stuff can happen. And I'm not trying to take a L because you didn't have a boundary.
Especially y'all say y'all getting a little argument and shit, and the best friend so happen to be around. And they confident.
Yeah.
There you go right there. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't trust it. I'm learning because I'm in a situation where I got to kind of deal with that. But
wait, so you got a female best friend?
Well, he did actually.
Listen, we be digging into my stuff.
Funny because C actually had a female best friend.
But look, this how I feel about that. That's one of my biggest fears because when you have a female best friend, it's like I have to look at it the other way because when I had my friend, we still cool or whatever. It's a little difference, but whatever. But
shit went down.
It's like you gotta think like about your partner, how they would feel about you having a best friend. You gotta be considerate.
Right.
So I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna drop my best friend for my.
But you gonna calm.
But I'm gonna dumb it down. You get what I'm saying?
No,
like,
you shouldn't. She has to. Not has to. She, the new girlfriend, she should respect that. Because like you said, if you call this girl best friend, if I trust you and I know you, I have to think that's for a reason.
Yeah, but
you don't have to cut her off.
I ain't gonna cut her off, but at the same time, bro, it's like, it's hard out here, bro, honestly.
What you
for
mean?
Me.
What they gotta do?
Because I'm thinking about, like, okay.
Keep in mind, this is Atlanta as well.
Yeah, it's like you gotta think about how people are. Like,
it's a different beast,
it's
too.
Like, because nowadays, it's like anything goes with best friend, having that best friend situation. That's something I do not trust at all. Because especially with guys, because it's like we tend to be like, especially if you have like a best friend, you feel like you can always go back to that. Like, something could always happen. And guys are dirty. Like, I feel like we just...
But what if it truly... So you talking about best friend, that dude who will probably smash you on like a drunk Friday night best friend. That ain't the best friend I'm talking about.
But which one you talking about?
I have a guy friend. I won't say best friend because I don't really call nobody best friend. But we've been cool since like middle school. Like we've been cool since middle school.
So y'all ain't never been on no next level type.
Can I ask you? Can I be honest here? You need to be honest on the podcast because this is what it's for.
I'm always honest.
We have honest conversation here. Is he attractive to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He not my type.
No, say let's move on to Chris because we don't want to hear that.
That's enough for me. That is enough.
Go ahead. My bad.
Unless he gay.
I mean, we gotta wrap this up soon, but I think so. The answer to your question, the answer to the question for you was yes, it does work, right? Does dating work in 2017? Your answer was yes.
Yeah. Get to your.
Okay. What I was saying was dating can work, but I mean, in this generation, first of all, a lot of us got a mindset that we too young to even be in a relationship, that we should be playing. So that creates a concept to where you got guys that like play girls and this and that. So now I'm starting to see where girls are trying to do the same thing, which means, ain't nothing.
So everybody playing everybody.
Everybody playing everybody instead of being serious with each other and stuff. But I mean, like...
So it could work, but it's hard for it
it's hard. Work. It's hard in this generation.
That makes sense. And your answer was yes?
And why is that? Why do you feel that?
He just told us why.
I mean, because everybody pretty much like that.
But why, though? Like, that's the thing.
People so caught up in trying not to get heartbroken, trying not to get played.
Everybody trying to protect themselves.
So we trying to protect ourselves. Exactly. It's defense mechanism.
So what was your answer, Rhea Ban? Yes
no,
or no?
I want you to go.
I attempted to, and then we switched back around, but we got to get on to the next topic. So, Rich said yes, but it's hard. What was your answer before I give mine?
Can they work?
Yes.
Yes, hypothetically they could. Absolutely.
Okay. We don't live
break
in
that down. Break that down for me.
I feel like at this point where we're at, we have to get back to the point where we actually have a purpose for the relationships we're in. Like, there's really no purpose behind people not thinking of it in terms of, okay, we're leaving behind a legacy or we're trying to build wealth. It's more so, well, I like this nigga because he can do X, Y, Z for me, or he got this going on. He look good. This nigga got, his sex game on A1. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not really.
Or I feel
see
like.
See what I'm saying?
It
so,
counts.
but
people just selfish.
If that's the case, okay, what else can this man give you? Because if it's just that, okay, well, is he intellectual enough to actually raise your kids to be, definitely like be game changers in society? Like, you're not. It's like a ever going cycle for us. So we're making decisions based off things that don't really matter. But then we also turn around looking at society and saying, why is it that the kids are so fucked up? Why is it that, X, Y, Z is so fucked up? Like, we're not looking at it as a bigger picture. We look at dating as something where we playing with it. We're not really serious about the shit.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's a purpose behind why you're with somebody. If you find that purpose, then cool.
So you feel like dating could work, but because of where the focus for most people is right now, it usually doesn't.
Right. It'll work out later on. Most people
a lot of people are selfish at this time,
right.
Especially in my generation.
If you're in your younger 20s right now,
and getting their stuff done, they don't have time.
30s too. That's a problem. We're in a child state of mind. All of us, like we not really thinking
all
this.
All of us, but yes.
No, all of us, because if that was the case, we wouldn't be sticking. You said when the dick game was on A1. Which fellas, we're gonna have a course. We're gonna have a course for all around players. We will make sure that your game is on ones. Your sex game is right. Everybody, we all fellas, you got to work on everything you got going on. But
why
definitely,
sex game was the first thing you said?
Because that was one of the first things that. Honestly, let's be honest. Most of the women, that's all they really. In their younger 20s, that's all that they really looking for.
Not necessarily.
I'm going to just say
they're looking for physical.
They ain't looking for none of that.
Oh, okay. What is they looking for?
I don't know what the hell they're looking for.
Okay, so the answer to the question
I agree with you.
I
don't know what the fuck. What, Kay?
Okay. The answer for me is yes, dating can work in 2017, but it's a slim chance. And the reason why I say that is our answers are based on our own experiences, right? Mm. So if you guys have listened to like other shows and like, Ray, we've had conversations. Like for me, I'm really a female that's like open to dating, like I'm really like, I feel like I put myself out there. Like, I feel like I've done everything that a person can typically do without doing a complete most to make myself accessible and available. Mm-hmm. But for me, I've had conversations, I've dealt with guys, I've, had the gray area guys, but to say like officially dating, speaking towards what you said, growing towards something real, that's always in my mindset. It was weird because like when I was a little bit younger, that was me. Like I always was like looking for my forever, but not in every dude, but it was always like something in my head. But I kept running into like brick wall after brick wall, so I was like, all right. And I saw that my point of view kind of changed, and I became more of a, well, okay, if this ain't working, then let me not think such long term. Let me not think so deep. Oh, so I've kind of gone in reverse. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So don't think I just came out the gate on some like, oh, this is for today. Oh, it's just sex, whatever.
You had all these like little
heartbreaks and
I'm
not scorned or scarred. Right. Like I'm still open to it, but I think after repetition of being open to that thing of substance, that thing of something more.
Maybe it's just you.
It could be.
And that goes into another thing.
Don't make this about me. The answer,
I know we're not.
So that's the answer to my question, though. Like I feel like I represent a large number of women.
I understand.
Most people who know me, men and women, would typically look at me as like a decent catch and like a type of woman that maybe somebody would want.
Mm-hmm. Then why y'all ain't finding no man? Like that's like it's dudes out here that be wanting women like y'all.
Y'all want a certain dude, but go ahead.
Listen, don't do that either. Go ahead. I hate that y'all, because I feel like for me, I'm an anomaly. I'm not like
okay,
that.
Yeah. I don't want to do that.
Go ahead. The women that represent you, or the women that you represent.
Right. So this is my theory. On the right-hand side, you got all the quote-unquote good guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the left-hand side, you got all the quote-unquote good women. But in between us, it's like this sea of like fuckboys and ain't shit women. And we're trying to like get to each other, but a lot of us are getting caught in the fuckery with people who aren't like that, so we never make it to the other side. Does that make sense?
Yeah, basically people who didn't.
But sometimes I'll be feeling like some of y'all good girls, y'all do get a good dude and take them for granted. To be honest.
And that's true. That ain't what we talk about, but that is completely true. Good dudes get taken advantage of all the time. And vice versa,
but still.
Yeah, vice versa.
And that's why a lot of good dudes become that asshole. And
exactly. Amen.
I became an asshole.
Amen.
No, listen, and I get that because I'm the only girl out of all boys, and I have a number of male friends. I have a lot of female friends too. And the thing that I've learned is never take a quote unquote good guy for granted, because just like he knows how to treat you like a queen, he knows how to treat you like a bitch.
Exactly.
And so I think a lot of females don't.
This is church for C Rich right now. I don't need you to encourage this behavior.
No, but seriously though, like females, y'all need to listen, because y'all think just because he call you every morning and like he rub your feet and he do this and that y'all just start taking it for granted. He doesn't have to do that. So I feel like a guy, he chooses. And on the flip side too, if he's treating you like if a guy is treating you like shit, if he's like, doing all the stuff that he know he shouldn't be doing, that's getting on your nerves, that's hurting you in whatever way, that's a choice too. So just remember, whatever the dude is doing, that's a choice. Whatever the girl is doing, that's a choice. Right. And that's just my story, and that's how I feel.
Preach. Preach, Kay. You said it.
You're right. And
so can we wrap up this?
Yeah. Because like in dating, and we speaking about dating all around. But
general. I mean,
in general.
Honestly, bro, it's scary, bro, to be honest.
It is. That's why I'm
scary,
about to be
bro.
like, I'm just going to travel the world and have me a little boy toy, and I'm fine.
But it ain't the way to go, though.
It's really not.
People be giving up on this shit, bro.
What I'm telling you is, I haven't always been this way. And I'm still, like I said, like a second ago, I'm still open to it. But I feel like, okay, I live in different cities. I move in different circles. Like, I'm not one of those people that, like, I just go to church, I go to work, I go home. You get what I'm saying? I go to the club, I go to art exhibits. I've been in, like, celebrity functions. I've been with,
still ain't found
in the hood. I've been, like...
You don't need to be going to the hood to find a nigga.
I'm not saying I've been there, but
that's just
look where I'm from, my hometown. So what I'm saying is I've organically been in a bunch of different spaces. So I feel like I get to actually say, like, bro, I don't know. I'm not one of those chicks that just live in a box.
Calm down.
And,
you actually tried. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like, I put myself out there. I've been heartbroken a number of times, but I wasn't like, all niggas are fuck niggas, because I understand it just take one to change your mind and heart.
Right.
You feel me?
Have you also run into...
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Also, have you run into... Because you're from Florida.
South Florida, Palm
Beach County. And, you have a lot of Kodak Blacks out there. And so, in terms of like preferences,
we don't claim him.
We gonna talk.
We gonna trade him for I don't know, somebody.
Have you run into a lot of dudes who didn't like fuck with light skin, fuck with dark skinned women, or women your complexion? Because you're not even really that dark. You kind of like in between.
Y'all hear this?
You know what I'm saying?
You're not brown, but you like brown dark.
Exactly. Brown dark. What the fuck is that?
Put two together. Hey.
We gotta do a colorism show off this shit.
Yeah.
But,
all right.
So yeah, I mean, but the funny thing is, I swear to you, I didn't know I was a quote unquote dark skinned chick till I went to college, because I come from I come from a family where
not even dark skinned family.
No, seriously, half my family is like what you call red bones, and half my family is like my color and darker. So, but we never really it was never a thing. Nobody talks about anybody's color. But then I started getting you cute for a dark skinned girl, and I was like,
damn, bro, that's cold.
I was like, dang.
Yeah, it's a cold game out here.
Me some on that, right?
Yeah, my girl. I remember my ex. It was like she a 10 for a dark skinned girl.
That shit crazy, bro.
It's wild. I never understood it,
because the red chicks, they get she didn't even got to be that quote unquote cute as far as features, but if she red, it's like, oh yeah.
It's like, I understand, because like it's like whenever like it's a dark skinned female or a dark skinned male in general, like they got nice skin, like you got nice skin for a dark skinned person, like it's like glorified.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is like glorified. And I'm like, bro, like we all the same, bro. Like why are we making this about a color thing? We're all black.
That's a whole nother show, because that's like deep rooted. Like we've always been taught lighter is better.
Yeah, and that's how a lot of people think. Like a lot of niggas, bro, they want them in light skin.
The lighter, the better.
Yeah,
white is better.
They see a light skin, they like, damn.
Right, and the lightest is what? White.
Hey, I stray away.
The closer you are to white,
So,
the
I
better
stray away
you
from
are.
the light skin.
Let's get on this coon ass nigga, because
Wait,
first of all,
Kodak Black.
First of all, he's from the home. He from the home state.
Man, why y'all doing like that, bro?
Matter of fact, he's closer to Kay's side of town.
Don't do that.
Let's. I'm from Carroll City, goddamn.
Does not rep him. I don't know
He from West Palm Beach, right?
He's not.
Yes, he is. He from West. He from West Palm Beach.
Not from West Palm Beach.
Google it, please.
But anyway, y'all both taking L's because he's from Florida. But
okay.
Let's talk about all these trash rappers from Georgia.
I know, right?
Hey, man, but we don't know Atlanta own. So hey,
but basically, Kodak Black he made a comment in relation to dark skinned women, which is kind of wild to me because we talking about a black ass motherfucker.
He Haitian, right?
He Haitian, yeah, and that really left a bad taste in me because Haitian. I got a respect for Haitian people because I've seen a lot of what they went through in Florida and what they went through in Haiti, and like they really on some black empowerment shit. I really respect them, but for him to come out and say this nigga was on his Instagram, just for the people who may not know, he was on Instagram and he had an Instagram live video or whatever, and he was talking about not really, and this is the thing about it. Not only was he talking about he don't really fuck with, because he kind of tried to clean it up after he was like, well, I like black women, I just don't like dark-skinned black women. But he was on an Instagram live talking about Miley Cyrus and Ariana Grande. He wasn't talking about light-skinned black women. He was talking about white women mostly. So he said Keke Palmer.
Pompano Beach, Florida, which is close to Miami. Go ahead.
Okay. He stop. He said he don't really fuck. He'll fuck with Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer not even that dark. Keke Palmer's like my complexion. But Keke Palmer is not a dark skinned woman.
And it don't even matter.
In the term, it don't even matter. She black, but I'm just saying, like, even just for his concept to be that.
Hey, but look, that's that.
I don't fuck with a red.
That's that hood nigga shit. Honestly, bro, I feel like when dudes like that, when they say stuff like that, it's because they let their fame and money get to them. Honestly,
but it's psychological.
Look, yeah, that's what it is. It's like at one point I kind of did understand, like when he first, like I'm like, if that's not look.
He held his arm up and said like this.
Hold on.
He said like this, bro. That's self-hatred.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah, go ahead.
But at the same time, I was trying to understand, if he preferred lighter colors. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I understand what
if he had a preference.
I like Kodak Black, so I was trying to give him a chance.
Yes.
You feel me? And I was like, if he got a preference, then that's okay. We can't fault him. We can't get mad at him. But then, he kind of took it to the level where it was like on some, hate shit. Like he kind of hate being black.
Yes. So that's the thing that I get to. So your preference, a lot of times your preference plays into your psyche. So if your preference is, I like a lighter skinned woman, a lot of time, if a nigga say that around me, it's like, that kind of rub me the wrong way. But if they only messing with black women who are lighter, I'm going to still just be like, just kind of look into why you think that way. No, I'm saying, look. I'm saying because I'm not that way. So I'm going to always talk to my bros when it's about some shit like that because that plays into some of what they have going on mentally. I'm not that way. You see from experience. You see from experience.
Oh, yeah, I see.
See Rich know better than me.
Yeah, see Rich know better. But I'm saying, like, in terms of the way that he was talking, then you talk about the women he was bringing up, and then he held his arm up and said, like,
it's
this.
Self-hate.
That's self-hate.
It's
like,
self-hate.
That's all it come down to. And it also plays into what a lot of these dudes go through when it comes to the women in their life. Like, if all you grew up around was, the gutter, he tried to clean it up after the day after and was like, oh, well, dark-skinned women more gutter. No, nigga, dark-skinned women that you were around are more gutter because you grew up in the fucking gutter.
Felt like we had something to prove.
And the red bones who I came across from the hood, because I had the benefit of growing up.
Gutter than me,
yeah. I had the benefit of growing up in Carroll City and then also having a break from that in the suburbs with my mother and my father was in the hood. Most of the women in the red bones in the hood were the most ratchet motherfuckers I was around. So it don't even make sense to me.
It's your personal experience.
Right. And it's not even just personal experience. It's just his psyche that he believes lighter is going to make him
greater.
Yeah, greater because growing up, I know what it's like in Florida with Haitians. I don't know if you experienced it. I'm sure you have. They got shitted on a lot by the dude. Like, we'd be like, just like the Africans who were in Florida, it would be like African booty scratcher. I'm sure you heard it. But Haitian was like that too. It was like, you dirty ass Haitian.
You came on a banana boat.
Right, so I get it. I get where they had a lot of trauma.
But don't be putting that shit on us. We don't want your ass
But you
either.
gotta. I still say you can pull the brother aside and really we can. But I feel like it's maybe too late for him.
No, it ain't never too late.
I feel like it'd be too late for some of these
and it's
dudes.
never too late.
No. I'm giving up on the nigga past 40. He done.
That's
he a
not
cool.
Because you getting that old mindset,
Yeah,
bro.
you cool for life. I'm not finna play with you like that.
I mean, maybe a different level of effort to a man over 40, but I'm never gonna for my people. So what I'm saying is like
you gotta give up sometimes.
No.
Yeah.
No. So,
I believe that.
No.
Y'all look, hey, BAKTalk, I'm telling you, if a nigga past 40,
he's set in his ways.
He's set in his ways.
Exactly,
He not gonna have knowledge of self. It's just not gonna happen. Unless a miracle happens. But go ahead, Kay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Got nothing else to say.
You don't got nothing to say?
I mean, about Kodak Black, I couldn't even like watch the clips of him doing his coon shit because it's like, first of all, not just because I'm a dark skinned quote unquote girl.
You're not dark skinned.
Yeah.
Okay, brown, not red chick.
dark.
Like for me, it's just like it's so annoying. It's reminiscent of like ignorant dudes that I know from back home. Yeah. It's so disheartening because like people from Florida were proud. Like, dang, Kodak Black, he blowing up. Like, he really was catching traction. And it's like, dang, you represent us, Florida, on one hand, a black man on the other hand.
Well, go ahead.
And then you get to this level, and the thing that you say is that you don't fuck with us. And it's like, I know he's not saying all black people, but still, self-hate is self-hate. I don't care what his words were. So I don't have much to say about it. I think it's ridiculous. It's levels to his coonery, and he can fucking suck a dick. I don't care.
He ain't the only one, because he represent a lot of people, females and men that got a thing like that towards light skins and dark skins. It's always been like that. It's gonna
and then it don't help that the rappers who came before him, who he looked up to, Lil Wayne, a bitch look better Redbone. He said that in a rap song. So
and the music as well.
I mean,
it's like,
I'm not saying that music raises the kids and like have them have a mind, but it does reinforce. It
gives them
things.
the okay, like I can feel that way.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not saying this narrative is rare. This is a common narrative, which is why I said is reminiscent of things that I have experienced in my past and heard. It just sucks that he's on such a large platform and he just amplifying that self-hate, which is going to amplify the hate from other races. You get what I'm saying? It like perpetuates it. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there regardless. But it's like you co-sign that shit, and we got enough of it.
A lot of young dudes in Florida, I be saying,
it's ridiculous.
Who growing up right now, like a lot of my nephews and everything, like they really love Kodak Black.
They do.
So seeing him say shit like that,
I don't make it worse.
Like, I really don't like.
Niggas really already think when they get money, they gotta go to them a light skin, bro, or white girl.
Kardashian shit.
Hey man. But we gonna end it right there. Thanks for tuning in to BAKTalk episode 4.
That was fun.
It was
episode 6, bro.
Episode 6, my bad. Damn, like shit.
It's the Henny.
You
weren't drinking up.
Been sipping a little bit. But thank you once again, and
don't
comment,
forget.
tune into our IG, our Twitter, podcast. Keep listening, comment,
hell yeah,
like everything.
Send y'all questions to our Twitter, man. We're gonna be real busy on the Twitter. We apologize, for kind of being lax on the Twitter and IG. We were putting shit together, man. But I promise y'all, these shows are gonna be better. They're gonna be a lot quicker, to the point. Yes. And we want y'all to comment and
we want the feedback. We want to give y'all what y'all want. We're here for y'all. I mean, we're here for us, but we're here for y'all.
Right.
And I appreciate all the listeners that have been taking out their time through these shows to actually tune in and like let me know and let us know. Like, I really appreciate it.
Actually, my family really listens to the show. It's ridiculous.
That's why I got to send my grandma. My grandma. I was talking to my grandma the other day. She was like, "Boy, you be cursing." Like, I was
Grandma, we sorry, Grandma.
I was like, oh, shit. It's all good, though. But thanks, everybody, for listening. And thank you.
We out.
We'll be back. Episode 7. Look out for it. Bye.